have all the good stuff. All right. What's up, Doc?
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's good to have you. It's good to I know your schedule. You have a very busy schedule, especially at this time of the year. But we're glad that you're able to join us for a few.
No problem, man. My pleasure.
Good. All right. Now, before we get into things, I just want to let everybody know that we will be rebroadcasting these live on our YouTube channel. So if you missed the interview last night with Kenty, you can go ahead and check them out on our YouTube channel. And in the same breath, I just want to say, seeing that it's 4 minutes after 8, I know most persons should be off the road by now, and because the curfew, the 1 week curfew, which started yesterday, is in effect. So we hope that as time go on during the course of the night, yeah, we have some persons joining in, just to chime in, give us your doc, no problem. Just to chime in and give us your two cents. All right. In the meantime, I see the chat room getting busy. Steven, Robert, Brad, yeah, man. So big up everybody. Big up all 96, 97 viewers. Kenty, yeah, man. We see you. We see you. All right. So Doc, give us a little introduction. I mean, we did the interview already, but for the persons who may not have watched your interview, who is Dr. Wright? A lot of persons see these bad machines on the track and they really don't know who is the man behind it. So tell us, who is Dr. Wright?
All right. Well, first of all, I want to, give Father God thanks for being here still. Big up, John, for the invite. Big up 876 Streets. I know, so we have to big up the people of Jamaica, and just thanks for health and strength.
Definitely.
Every day above ground is a good day. That's how I think.
It's a good day. Yes.
That's how I think. Tomorrow is guaranteed to no man.
True.
Well, as I said, we did the interview and it went well. Got a lot of big ups from the interview. They said it was nice, and got to introduce myself to the people.
Yeah.
Pretty much, a lot of people know me. I'm a simple guy, fun-loving, medical doctor by profession, obstetrician, gynecologist. I know what them say. Work hard, play even harder.
Play harder. Yeah.
That's my philosophy.
All right.
I love taking care of women. It's my passion. When I was in medical school, I enjoyed the topic, so it just was a natural flow for me to venture into this field, and I have been blessed. It has allowed me to take my passions even further. To where I got into the whole car thing. It never just started from me. Still, it started, from my dad. I got it from my dad, and I would say it was an inherited gene, and I have been unable to shake it ever since. So I picture to myself, I'd rather join it than fight it.
Yeah.
It fulfills my passion, so it kind of takes me from driving fast on the road, you know, where I can do so responsibly on the track. So I urge a lot of these guys out there as well. I know you love to drive fast, but we've lost a lot of lives on the road. So I prefer you guys take it on. So it's all fun.
Take it to the track.
Yeah.
Take it to the track.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
Now, all right. So, Doc, you have quite a nice collection of cars, and our next guest for tonight will be Mr. Crawford, Roland Crawford himself. I was just doing a little observation, and I realized that both of you have similar cars. Roland as a Skyline. Well, you have a Supra with a 2J. Roland has a Skyline with a 2J. Both of you are in the medical field. You know what I mean? So I was just looking at some of the similarities. Your cars, you have a Supra.
Yes.
Which one of the cars do you think persons know you more for?
The Supra, yes, for sure.
The Supra.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, the Honda, I love the Supra, but personally, I just love the sound of the Civic. Yo, this, and there it goes on the screen right now. Yeah, that for me, I really love the Civic. You also have an Evolution.
Well,
Had. Okay.
I sold it a couple of months ago. It's a little hard to maintain all of these bad machines. So point realize I kind of have to focus on just one or two.
Yeah.
You know? So my focus now is on the Civic and the Supra. But yeah, that Civic is a real bad machine, real beast. That K series engine is, you know, awesome. It's amazing. I'm just amazed what that little 2-liter can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, Doc. Seeing that we don't have a scripted, this isn't a scripted interview. We're just going to go with some of the questions as on the screen as they come up. AMK Auto Sales ask, how do you manage to balance, compete with both cars?
Okay, interesting question. You know, the Civic is front-wheel drive, the Supra is rear-wheel drive. The Civic has a dock, and the Supra has the stock V160 manual transmission, which ships nowhere as fast as the dog box. The Civic has a gear lockout, so I can just box from second to third. The Supra doesn't have it, so if I push too far over, you can go straight from third. So it takes a lot of, I don't know, mental focus. Every time I go into one, I kind of have to recalibrate my brain. Readjust. Everything is different. The speed of the car is different. But it's a challenge. I like challenges. I find that challenges keep me focused, keep me mentally alert, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the drive for me, the challenge of, you know, of achieving the best out of two different cars. It's taxing though, but I like it, and I realize that a lot of the fans out there actually like to see. I'm amazed, like when I do a race one and I come back road and jump in another one.
It's always amazing to see you do it, you know, Doc. Yeah, it's amazing to see you do it. And some of the times, I mean, I have the privilege of watching some of the in-car footage before actually editing them and sending them out. And trust me, your reaction some of the time, your reaction gets me, you know. Trust me.
It's like when you get to perform, like when the car runs like how you think it should, where you
Yes.
at the end of the track, you find yourself saying stuff that you never know that could have come out of your mouth. But Kedra, the track is very unforgiving. It doesn't give
Yes.
you free. It's not an easy track. It's not an easy track. You have to work for every 0.1 seconds you take off your time. Many times I've gone down there and I think I run a good time and
Yeah. Yeah.
same
It is.
work. So I
It,
don't.
yeah, it is.
When I breached the 10-second barrier with the
Mm-hmm.
Civic, I think that was one of my happiest moments. Just I've been
Yeah.
trying. And you think of it, I was running. I was doing like 11.1, 11.0, and I just couldn't get the 60 foot down. And the one time
Mm-hmm.
I changed the slicks, put on a brand new set of slicks. I go from 11.1 straight to 10.6, just from the six alone.
This is with the Civic.
That's with the Civic, yeah.
Wow. 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 So, well, somebody had asked earlier, how much horsepower you made with the Civic?
Mm, it has varied. I've gone as much as 830 horsepower, but that was with a CSS block.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I run a K20 with stock sleeves.
Okay.
And it's doing anywhere in between like 750.
Yeah.
But I've been having a little bit of challenges, which you don't always know that you have, at the race meets. One of my biggest challenges is that I don't have access to my personal tuner.
Mm-hmm.
Problem sometimes when you work with these big tuners is that they're not really available. So I
Yeah.
don't really have a tuner. I can't turn up the boost. I can't turn down the boost. I have to just run on the same settings every time. I don't know if the car getting richer, leaner. I can't adjust anything. I can't adjust it.
Okay.
Times I'm basically running on like full power, and I can't curtail it to what I want on the track. So I just have to try to make the best of it,
Mm-hmm.
Realize that traction is a serious issue at the track. Um, the where the concrete part is has
Yes.
traction, but as you move off of that and go on the asphalt, sometimes it's like driving on ice. We're running 10.6 with the Civic with a fair
Mm-hmm.
amount, wanted to go faster. Fed off a good amount of weight off of the Civic and realized that I was actually running the same time or even worse. So we realized that
Mm-hmm.
having taken off some of the weight, your traction becomes an issue. So
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
get me to realize that part of the issue is not just power. You can have a lot of power, but unless you're able to put it down, you're just going to be spinning the wheel. I think
Yeah.
that's
As,
where we are.
as, as Kenty was saying last night, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's seriously
Yeah. Yeah.
in both cars, even with the Supra. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have the right now. I'm not tuned for, let's say, boost by gear or boost by speed. So I'm getting like full boost in every gear. So
Yeah.
could launch without the hole, but then by the time I go up on the asphalt, I'm just spinning. I'm just spinning tires, So I decided that for the next meet, I don't want to go back out
Yeah.
there doing the same thing, And mind you,
Yeah.
the Supra is really a street car. So when I'm going out there
Yeah.
to race at full weight, basically, I'm running against people who are the car fully stripped down and
Gutted. Mm-hmm.
and gutted and proper shifting mechanism and so. So while me
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
take a V160 and mash up the synchro them, I'm
Yeah.
competing against race cars out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, sometimes people will say, well, the Supra build a whole for power, why not really the better, but it's a balance between trying to run a good time and not
Mm-hmm.
damaging the transmission, so
Right.
you get a serious damage, you're out for however long, so
Right. Well,
everything.
well, let me ask you this. Do you think seat time is a factor? Do you think with more seat time you'll be able to be more comfortable and lower the times? Because your best time with the Supra is 10.2.
10-2, yeah.
10.2.
Yes,
Right. So do you think
yes,
that?
yes and no, because I have been getting more seat time to the point where I'm feeling more comfortable, but I've been realizing that there are just certain limitations that I just cannot overcome.
Mhm.
And it, physical stuff relating to the cars. For example, I'm running the Supra. It's difficult launching without a line lock to properly launch a car. If I launch
Mhm.
without it, the car mainly skids on the line. If I use a handbrake to try to something, I get a better launch, but it kind of puts a lot of stress on the drivetrain. I think that's one of the
Right.
reasons why my clutch kind of broke. And then because the clutch was broken, shifting from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, it was taking a long time. So every time I take so long to shift the car, I keep dropping out a boost, and when the boost come in, it just starts spinning the car. So, and you just want to go a little bit too much out of your comfort zone, and then the wall is right there, so.
Right. Right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Civic, the Civic traction is a real issue with it, so we're getting there trying to sort out one or two good things to make it a little bit more competitive. I've decided to pretty much kind of turn the Civic into a straight race car to eliminate a lot of those deficiencies that I've been facing that other drivers don't really have to contend with, so hopefully at the next meet,
Well,
it'll be much more
well,
improved.
okay. Well, let me ask you, any plans of gutting out the Supra to bring it more of a race than a street car, which it is?
Kedron, any talk of gutting out a Supra almost sounds like blasphemy.
True.
Because of those things.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, almost everybody I know personally who have a Supra, and I talk to them about, going fast and all of that. I mean, Choco told me straight up that, listen, it's not like a lower time isn't there, but in order to chase that time, he would have to be doing some things to the car which he does not really intend to do. So I do understand. you know.
It's a Supra, man. You know, you know what I like? I like
Yeah.
when my car, but I like to know that I can just jump outside and jump in my car and go take a drive. I want to drive go Mandeville, I want to go drive go Kingston. Sometimes I just drive just for driving. I love to drive,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just drive
Yeah.
to Kingston. I'll drive in a Civic. I like knowing that I can just drive in anything. Even if I'm not racing, I just want to also have the car up and running, So if you turn the car into a race car, then you can only drive it like every 2 months at a race meet. I hate that. I hate seeing the cars just sit down, just not doing anything, So
Got you.
I
Because
take my car.
you also have a BMW, which occasionally a M4.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, which occasionally you race as well.
yeah.
So
Well,
Doc, you don't really have no slow car, man.
how you define slow?
Well, in
Like
in,
under,
in technicality,
I just joke. I just joke.
yeah, but it is I really admire, somebody who um is so passionate about the sport where, you have I know that tomorrow, if you should buy even a Swift, for example, we're going to see it on the track at some point.
Well, there's no point in keeping it stuck. I don't know. I
Yeah,
I have a Tundra that I drive every day, like to work and
yeah.
so. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes the road's not so hot down here, so I was
Mhm.
driving it the other day. I was like, this thing would feel so nice with a supercharger on it. And that's what the devil said. And then the Jesus guy is like, no, man, no, doing this. Let's not go
Yeah,
back to
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to have a limit. You have to have a limit, Doc.
uh, no, stock is just no fun,
Yeah.
you know.
All right.
But I think
But
balance is key because it's expensive. So you have to
yeah,
kind of you have to know what you're doing, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we are on an extended break right now due to the coronavirus.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, have you been doing anything major to any of the cars?
We can't talk all that secret, them Kedron.
All right, all right, all right. I understand.
You know, so we have a couple head for bus next meet still. And I already
Yeah,
call on name.
no.
But
Yeah.
know, I really want them know what is coming for them still. You know?
Got you. Got you.
So
Got you. Got you. All right. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to leave that one there.
but we've been we've been hard at work. We've been doing the data analysis, reading the
Yes.
graphs, you know, coming
Mm-hmm.
up
Mm-hmm.
one and two little formulas still. You know, so
Yeah.
it should be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It should be interesting.
Yeah.
We're hoping to have everything ready for the 29th still, but I
Mm-hmm.
think Corona saved some people. Too. I know this. It's all love. It's all fun. It's all sports.
Yes, man.
I
Definitely.
like it. I like the fact that everybody from Jamaica can come around and we meet and greet and talk and chat foolishness about the cars
Yes.
and we can link up with Grizzly Bear and say, Grizzly, you know, say, man, you have something to settle still, but you don't know. They call me out early still, but you know, I'm a brother, you know? Long time
Yeah, but I don't even too want to, because Roland is up next. And, Roland was saying to me, boy, I never know you Roland have a thing for second.
put it this way. Anybody who been on the track, you never have a thing to settle.
Got you.
So, but
Got you.
Roland, I'm a bread still, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? His car has been doing well. You know, the last couple of times I saw it, it a move good.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind meeting him again. I want the time. I want to buck up the two car them a run to them full potential. So we don't really have no excuses for this, Ray, Tate, whatever. And it's good. It should be, I'm glad to see Roland back out and in full force. He went into remission for a while. I'm glad to know that he's okay now.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, not to talk. We don't want to talk too much about Roland really because he's up next, but I can definitely say that the last meet, Roland really silenced some persons. You know, see it?
For real, you know. He has been unfortunate that, sometimes him come out and they can't really perform as how it should. But we know that he's a racing stuff, but at the table and got the formula right. And really came out and performed well and won the last 10-second meet. So I'm really happy for him still. You know. So we'll see. I hope to book him again soon, you know.
All right.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Cool. The Civic.
Yeah.
I would assume that you'd want to push it to as fast as you can get it, right? But do you think nines is a next year thing? Or I don't want to put too much pressure upon you, know. But where do you see nines, like breaking that 9-second barrier?
If I call the word nines out of my mouth, then I'm going to have a next set of contenders. So I can't say nines until I conquer tens.
True.
To be honest with you, I'm not particularly looking for fastest time. I really want to maximize the car to the best of its potential. So It wouldn't mind getting the car to run like a consistent 10-0, 10-1 and so, and then moving to more like the 9-second bracket and so. So for me right now, I mean, initially it was just getting familiar, getting comfortable with the car before focusing on the racing aspect, because the racing aspect is different from driving the car. The focus, the lights, the moving off, the shifting, getting the ideal traction. Getting comfortable with the car is different from that. So I think I've gotten comfortable with both cars. Right now, I'm focusing now on trying to be like a better racer. So it's a lot.
So you're working on you. You're working on you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It no as simple as it seems. It's just not a one formula fit up. You know.
Well, I know you kind of touched on it a while ago, but let me go back to it. I've heard persons saying before, boy, that car a drop out, boy, that need to do this, boy, that need to do that. What you're the driver, you're the person experiencing it all, right? Could you just explain to persons who may be concerned, you know, why? Because everybody is saying that the car can do nines, and everybody have all kind of theories. But tell us, from your point of view, you know, what's really happening?
First of all, the car is a street car. All right.
Got you.
So it's not really so. You see, the faster you go is the more sacrifices that you have to make to the car in terms of comfort and looks. I don't want the car to look like a piece of SHIT. Understand?
Yeah.
I still want when I go on the streets and everybody say, yo, it's a Supra and it look nice. But I don't want to look on it like a old piece of junk. You understand? So right now the car is still bad, still can drive a road and still look good. So I still want to keep the car clean and nice, you know. I don't want to, you know, do this and that to shed weight and I'll cut up the car, and so I don't want that. So as a car, it's still a pretty heavy car. All right. Now, that being said, the car has the power to do probably even better than nines. But I realized the significant problem is traction. I can turn up that power to full power, right? As I say, part of the limitation to have is that I don't have the ability right now to do like boost by gear, boost and speed, because, you know, well, tuner is the answer. So I get like full boost in every gear. So what the car does is that in full boost, it's just ripping through the tires. You know, spinning ain't winning. Spinning is just staying in one position, you know. So every time you're spinning, the car hitting the limiter, you know, but you're not moving. Hitting the limiter a couple times, by the time you go into the next gear, you don't really have a lot of speed to go into the next gear. So without the speed, the car drops out of boost. It's a big turbo with a big back housing. So what you find is that now, because of that, the constant lagging in between gear shifts sets me at a disadvantage here. So, all right, so you find that when the car goes into boost, it speed up, drop out of boost, you know, so that constant boost come in, it starts to spin sideways, is a significant. So you lose a lot of time in between the shifts like that. I find that the gearbox, the V160 gearbox, not really so ideal for quick shifting either. You try to shift it too fast, it has a tendency to damage the synchros. Finding parts for that V160 gearbox, you know, that gearbox is discontinued, so it's not a gearbox you really want to mash up. Dog box for that car is maybe in the region close like maybe like a 10,000 US. So unless you want to go full race with it, it's not really where my head wants to go. I love carrying it out. I love it when the fans, you know, can see the car perform, but it's still a road car. I still want to keep the car nice. So I think I'm going to focus more on the Civic in terms of getting it as a real. Yeah, the car can do it. The Supra can do it. But I don't want to damage the car, and I still want to keep the car clean. So no regard is still.
All right, and I really appreciate your response to that. Now, Chuku, I remember back in the days of Burnham Field, Chuku would drive to the track with his manual transmission. and then switch out, put in his power glide and race, and then, you know, drive back home. Now, considering that you have a Civic that's, you know, a full, you know, dedicated to racing, then you wouldn't, I don't think you'd want to even consider that, right? To even say put in a power glide just to chase sometimes with the Supra.
All right. I don't think a power glide alone is the answer. Here's why I say that.
Okay.
A power glide can help you to significantly reduce the times, right? All right. There are people in the state with maybe similar power levels to mine in the United States with that same gearbox running like 8 seconds. But the difference is they have the track. They have the track to manage it. So when the car hooks it, pulls and moves, it doesn't just spin tire.
Gotcha.
So as I say, when you come off of that concrete and go on that asphalt, it's like driving on ice. So the car starts to slide. And then I watched Roland at the last meet. You know, Roland has a power glide. You know, Roland machine bad. But when that car goes up in boost, I realized that Roland car start to slide all over the place. And he has a power glide. So for everybody who was out there thinking that all you need is a power glide, just just run out of time. When Roland turned up the boost, the car was all over the place. He might have to back off and come back again. So it really went to show that Roland was having a problem with the track surface itself as well. For Roland, good time, he had to turn down the boost on the car to get the car to go straight.
You know,
so
and just to add that you've pulled one of the a very impressive 60-foot. I think one of the best, you know, I think you pulled out 1.2 already?
Yes, I did 1.28 on multiple occasions. Likewise, as I say, down by the concrete, the car has excellent traction. By the time it move off, if start to spin. So if I could move off and get the car to, when you shift that, just hold the boost and hook and move and hook and move. Oh, it would be awesome. Yeah. It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, even with that, even with the same gearbox, car would have a real nice time. You know, so the loss of traction contributes to the dropping out of boost, especially now when you have a big back housing. You know, you need the speed moving to the next gear so that you don't drop out. So maybe something like a little NOS would help when it drops out of boost, but I think if the track surface itself was a little better. And by the way, I think Kenty has done an awesome job with the track preparation, but I realized that even with, you know, as good a job as Kenty does, it really is an issue. But it's what makes racing challenging. You know, you have to, it's not just about power, you have to tailor your car to the track. I tell you, if we had the perfect track out here, some of the times that you see running right now would be way low. Because you have some really
even by as much as a second in it.
Yeah, man, for sure. 1 second, 1.5 seconds. I'm certain. I'm quite certain.
Nice. Now, see, now you have a Honda, a bad Honda. I realize a lot of the guys with bad Hondas now going all-wheel drive because of, I think most persons are saying traction issues. Any plans of going all-wheel drive with your Civic? All right. You know what? All right. Let me move on to another question, right? Hey, some serious things look like it. Kenty, why? Some serious things look like it won't help me, you know.
What I'm going to say is this: the next Drive Rivals is going to be very, very interesting. You know, I don't think anybody should miss it. That's what I'm going to say. You know, a lot of schools have to settle. Everybody are coming off of Corona fatigue. All of the man
Yes.
they let out a house from a woman, all them things. So
But you know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing me and Kenty was saying last night, you know, that I think the next meet is going to be so huge because of all that withdrawal, that withdrawal that everybody is experiencing.
blues, the
Racing
race,
blues.
the race. Oh,
Yeah, man.
I feel it, I feel it, I feel it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, as we mentioned that, you know, about the whole corona thing, you know, from your point of view as a medical doctor, um, do you just we're not putting you on the spot, but do you see us returning to the track soon based on how things may turn out?
Hmm. I think I don't think Jamaica has particularly gone into the acceleration phase of the coronavirus as yet. I think maybe soon we might see that. So
Yeah,
I'm anticipating to be fun another 2 3 months. The social gathering thing might be really
yeah,
out. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm hoping that we're over for that, but realistically, so
Hmm.
especially with the United States now in its acceleration phase,
Yeah.
I really they're experiencing something like 800, 900 deaths per day, and that is the United
Mm.
States.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with the best healthcare in the world, so I mean, imagine us if it ever reaches us. So
Yeah,
thank God, Tana your yard. And
yeah, man.
here's why it's so important.
Mhm.
Most coronavirus patients are probably only going to be like mildly symptomatic, or sometimes you might not even know. So it creates a false sense of security. But
Mhm.
coronavirus or COVID-19 is a numbers game. It's a grim reaper. No matter where it goes, it is going to kill 2 to 3% of people.
Mhm.
So a lot of young people, they're okay. Chances are, if they get it, they're going to be okay. But we have so many elderly patients in Jamaica. We have so many of
Mhm.
them with hypertension, diabetes, other risk factors for.
Underlying
Yes, so
illnesses.
it's going to
Mhm.
wipe out a whole heap of those. And
Yeah.
people can have without fully exhibiting symptoms. So it is the young
Mhm.
guys now, they are young people now, who will contract it, feel that they're okay, and they're walking around and they're spreading it to everybody now. And then it start to wipe out mom, it start to wipe out daddy and grandma. And
Yeah.
if we go into that acceleration phase, like what is going
Mhm.
on in the United States right now, I can tell
Yeah.
you, dog, yam, we suffer. So when
Yeah.
the Prime Minister, I have to big him up still, I think he's doing a very good job.
Doing a
When
good
he
job.
says,
Yeah. Definitely.
when he says quarantine and stay at your yard, please stay at your yard, because you're inadvertently spreading the disease unknowingly, and that is how that's how it propagates and then starts
Yeah.
going into the whole acceleration phase.
Got you. Got you.
You know,
All right. Yeah. Yes, doc. And I must say, I appreciate your the knowledge you have imparted just now. Um, I guess the best thing, as I said, is just stay home, allow this period to pass, then,
yeah, man.
so we can go back to our normal lives, eh?
Yeah, yeah, for real, for real, for real.
All
Seriously,
right.
seriously.
All right. It's now 8:42, which means we have roughly about 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
If anybody has any question for Doc, we can use the next couple of minutes to throw them at Doc. Yeah, so you can post them now. But yeah, Doc. In the meantime, as I said, we're looking forward to seeing the machines back out. Um, it would be nice. I think it would be nice if you have one machine in nines, one in 10, one in 11, and you control each class, win each class.
Can't manage,
Yo, oh no.
can't manage. Just but put it this
Yo,
way.
but
You
that would be,
see the M4. My
yeah.
intention was not to race the M4 now. My intention was just to come out and run the fastest time in Jamaica. So
Which you did.
yes, so if and when it's beaten, then I may just have to bring it back out to beat it again and then park it again. So it park around the back for long.
Oh, yeah.
More and dust it off, but more beat the time still.
So, hold on. Is this a call out? Is this a M4 call out? So
No,
anybody with an M, eh? We now put up on the spot now. But
that no call out nobody.
technically,
That no call out
you know,
nobody.
because all right, all right. So if somebody with an M4 beat you and your best time with M4 is what again? Remind me.
11.5.
11.5. All right. So if a man run a 11.4,
Yeah.
we see the M4 back out
If a man run a 11.4, me have to dust off the machine
and rise it up.
and rise it up. Yeah, man.
Yo, yeah. I mean, you know, it's
Never
all in
take it back.
it's all in the spirit of fun, and people have to understand. Some of the time,
Stop.
you know, drag racers. All right, I'm in a WhatsApp group with circuit racers, and
Mhm.
some of the time I see them comment and say, "Boy, yo, the drag racing man, them full of vibes, and boy, the drag racing man, them just know how to vibes up the thing." But listen,
Nice one.
it's what we do for
Vibes,
fun, right?
vibes, man. Vibes,
Right.
man.
All of us do it for fun, you know. All
Of
of us
course.
do it for fun, right? So it's nothing
Oh,
personal.
right.
If you should say right now, say you're call out um somebody. Yeah, people just have to know say it's all in the sport will benefit
Yeah, for
because
real.
people love to see this kind of rivalry.
Yeah. I'm like that.
People
I
love to
like.
see it.
All right. When Grizzly Bear called me out,
Uh-huh.
I'm say, what go on, sir? I'm gonna forget my team. I'm like, with a team. I want go on, sir. Grizzly Bear I call out, you know. It's all right. But all the formula stay.
Yeah.
And we have to match up 1 and 2 with the thing. You understand?
So
But
hold on. Grizzly
if
calling you out with you driving the Supra or the Civic?
no man, Grizzly no want the Superman. Grizzly want the Civic. Rightly so. I understand that still. But you see, when you reach on the track, a Grizzly are the first one come link me and if me see him first, me go link him first, understand? So
Straight.
me love them the kind of thing that still. Like
Straight.
you can call out a man can call you out, and the end of the day it's not a bad
No
mind.
hard feeling. Yeah.
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 If a man beat you, a man beat you. Enough man beat me still, and it just let me sit down and me
Come
might
back stronger.
ball for an hour still. But then they make me hold a meds and say, why him beat me? What was the problem? What could I have been doing
Yeah.
better?
Go
So
back to
every
the drawing board.
potential to improve yourself. You know,
Yeah.
pretty,
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. So I mean with you constantly improving, nobody is safe. Nobody should be complacent. You know what I mean? Everybody just knows say listen, Doc is here now. And you now left the injection, you know.
I I've been seeing a little bit of that. Like I realized a couple times I go on the line and a couple of people red light, sorry, and
Yeah.
it's just out of anticipation, of not wanting to lose, wanting to get out of the hole before me, because I'm getting a little bit more comfortable at the lights now. So when we really start out
Mm-hmm.
the whole track and moving our properly and getting the lights properly, I anticipate that I will be a lot more competitive, and that is what I want. Even if
Mm-hmm.
even if somebody beat me, I want to know say I did my best. I executed the
Well,
plan that I wanted to do to get there. Pretty much, yeah.
as you mentioned that the
Mhm.
starlet, Johns,
Yeah.
You know,
The
15 on.
the Supra run again, was it the same Saturday that I run against Supra? Was it the Saturday
Yeah, man, I
went
think
to the
he did
final?
run the last meet.
Yeah. And then he went to the finals with Roland, that
With
one?
Roland. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that car, yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah,
And
man.
I, I saw a video recently with him he installed sequential
Yeah. That showed
back now. Yeah.
that showed,
So
help a lot. That should help a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The car
So
is impressive. The car is impressive.
very,
It is.
very.
Yeah. So you know.
You know, I would just want to say, Johns, if you watch the live or somebody just make him know, say, listen, keep up the good job because I was expecting that car to really touch the nines last week had we have an event, if we had an event,
Yeah.
you know. I think that car is going to do some impressive stuff, you know. But
For
the
real.
10-second class right now at Drag Rivals, you know, I see Mr.
Hot.
Bali. Yeah, I see Mr. Barnett in the chat room there, you know,
Hot.
misbehaving, you know,
Hot.
which is all motor
Bali,
FD2.
that one.
Yeah,
Bali, I go
yeah,
on. Bali.
Bali, yeah, Bali, I go on. Any questions? Anybody have? We have round about what? We have roughly 10 minutes left. Um, what we want to see Bali do 10.0. All right. Oh, by the way, Bali, I was calling you today, no, sir. Could you please return my call as soon as possible, sir? Thank you. Um, Heard my name call. All right, so Grizzly.
Yo, Grizzly, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. So trust me, honestly, with the vibe that's building right now, yo, I can't wait.
Hey, John, watch you know. Yeah, I have a couple big up for giving. Not even big up my team, couple big up, you know. Because you
Yeah,
know,
man, go
say,
through, man. In the meantime,
can't do, yo, Grizzly, where is it? We can't do nothing without the team, you know. So I have to big up
definitely.
team Patek from down at South. Big up Lickers, I have to big up Russ and the whole team. I have to big
Flavor,
up Steve from right hand man. Don't know anything more. Steven started out for me. You see what I say?
true.
Um, big up the big up Hardy, Lizard, the whole Motec team from Mandeville, everybody. Big up 876 Street. I have to big up the fans. I have to big up Kenty. You know, without Kenty reignite the passion for the racing.
Yeah,
And he is one of those guys where you can call him and you can make a suggestion and he will really take what you say, you know, into consideration and try to improve at the next meet, you know. In the early
yeah,
stage, the drag rivals, there were a couple of hiccups and, you know, suggestions were made and we could see that at every meet, you know, subsequent to that, you know, he made improvements and the thing got better, quicker, it got more efficient and that's what makes the meets nice. You know, so I really have to big him up. And it's just that there's the factors that are beyond his control, but we just have to work.
right.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
And based on working with Kenty from since 2018, you know, what I've observed is that he is a fast learner and he tries to improve on the weak areas as soon as possible. You know, so if we had an issue last meet, you know, you can bet your last dollar that when you come back this meet, it may not be 100% perfect if so, but it will be addressed. That I'm sure of.
Yeah, man, for sure. For
Um,
sure.
all right, so
Yeah,
Stefan is asking, new tuner or you're flying down current tuner?
things you can't really ask me, man. We're not really good at that still.
You're pleading fifth. All right, cool. All right. So,
Sensitivity in the whole race. So there's just certain things I don't touch on.
all right, all right, all right, all right. Any other, any,
We have to big up
yeah, go.
we have to big up specs, you know. You know, don't know suspects a big tune already. In general, from long time, you know, big tune. Big him up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Any other question? We have 7 minutes, 6 minutes. EKJ. Yeah, man. Go ahead with your question. Record holder checking in. 16-second record holder or 17. I have a question. Yeah, man. Okay. You can go ahead with your question, sir. Bigger and better tire.
For the Supra?
Okay. All right. Let's go to this question. Would you run nitrous on the Civic?
Maybe it's not really in the forefront of my brain right now, because I think there's a lot of things that we can do to make the car a little bit more efficient before even having, you know, to go to nitrous. The thing about nitrous, I find sometimes I find that people run nitrous and I think it just slightly makes it more likely that you mash up your engine. And I hate having to build over my engine. Anytime you mash up an engine, you know, say a big money thing already. So, you know, so it's not that I wouldn't consider it, but if I've maxed out everything that I can, and nitrous is the only other option that is left, remember, reliability of the engine is a big thing for me. I want the engine to last, you know, run after run after run. So it would be, you know, last on my list of things to consider.
All right. Somebody's asking if the back end on the Supra, if it's stuck.
We're running stock axles, but the rear diff is upgraded. It's a TRD diff that is in there. It's not the stock diff that's in there.
Okay. What about all-wheel drive then? Lifestyle settings. Yeah, man, we did ask that earlier, no, but it looked like you probably take a little walk out and come back. But you can go ahead.
Lifestyle settings, you know, these guys take some really nice pictures. You know, every time they post something,
after big them
up, then the photographer is really good.
Yeah, man.
All-wheel is definitely something to consider. I think that track needs it. You know, you could go down there with big power front wheel drive. Yeah, you're just gonna be down as spinning. But I think just the all-wheel drive, as Kenty was saying yesterday, is good, but the limitation is just its ability to manage a certain amount of power before you start breaking parts. I think a lot of the Evo drivers will experience stuff like that, you know. Can hold a lot of power, but at over a certain point you start breaking drivetrain parts. So Kenty said they were at like 7.5. They haven't really gone faster than 7.5. All-wheel drive would be perfect for my car, I think. I'm not interested in running 7 seconds or low 8s. I'm really interested in kind of topping a class and winning a class. So for me, that would be awesome. You know, it's something I definitely consider one day. Yeah.
And definitely to be consistent. Consistent, you know. Yeah.
And reliable. Consistent and reliable. Yeah. That's what I want.
Definitely. We'll do fun car roll cage for safety. You will. All right. Let me go back to this question here. You will. Okay. I'm not understanding that question at all. Any chance of a race with the Stig on the track? Okay. Who is the Stig? Yeah, but it you know, so 876 now go interview proper way, and yeah, man, everybody are gonna get interview, man. Everybody are gonna get interview. As you see how much nights we have leave right now before at least May 31st. A holy night, man. Holy.
That's about race. That's all we can do, man. But it's fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, but boy, as you mentioned that, you know, Bossy D did say if you can't run good yet, you know, what go on for the specs then, you know. Talk to me now. But EKJ, yeah man, go ahead with your question. Yeah, because it probably get bump up with the other comments. Wrap it up. What's that, Kenty? All right. Is the transmission upgraded in the Supra?
Stock V160 gearbox. Stock gears, stock synchros.
Yeah. When are you planning to leave the blue Supra? All right. Well, well, if you're watching the live,
I give up Chuku, man. Chuku Abbas, man, you know, so. When I try run down Chuku, I don't.
yeah.
So. Who knows? Maybe one day, me and him, but whatever. But I'm a bridging still, you know? All love.
One Love GT saying big up.
One Love GT with a big bad Supra.
Bad Supra. Yeah. Toppins.
Gregory.
Yeah, man. Neville and Greg.
Yeah, man. Real G. You know, the other day my gearbox was down. I needed some parts, and 1, 2, very helpful. Try something out same time. I have to give him a big props up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah. So big up everybody tuning into the live. I mean, the vibe is really awesome. I never expected it. To be honest, Doc, I never expect, you know, well, tonight is the second night. You're the second person. But
yeah.
the vibe so far is awesome, you know? Yeah, man. It's awesome. And it's good to know.
And I was like, yo, it's crazy.
All right. Which turbo and manifold on Supra?
I think I'm running a Precision 82, 85.
Mm-hmm.
I can't exactly remember which manifold is on it right now, no. Honestly. I can't remember exactly right. It's been built like over 7 years now, I think so. I really don't remember.
So Jamie Marsh giving a shout out. By the way, Jamie, I would love for you to join the live one of these nights, you know, just for a few minutes. As a matter of fact, let me, since as we're on the 1 hour mark, Doc, Jamie, let me know if we can go live with you for, if it's even 10 minutes, you know, just to get a vibe of what's going on in the States, and so forth. One night, all right, cool. All right, so Roland should be standing by. All right.
Yeah, somebody's
asking.
Yeah. We're having some issues with the gearbox. It's not the gearbox, sorry. The clutch, you know, the plates on the clutch was broken, so we're having some problem with the shifting. But hopefully with the new clutch, all that should be sorted out. Yeah.
Yeah, because you did right. So you did it's a twin disc clutch you're running? Twin disc clutch setup? Triple.
Yeah,
okay.
All the plates in there were broken. Yeah, all of them. I think that was causing the delay in the shifting. No matter what I did, I had to be fighting the shift gears. I don't know, that's not right.
Yeah. Well, Kenty was saying that we, depending on how things play out, we may have okay, adjust the timer countdown for 30 seconds. All right, any closing word, Doc?
Big up everybody. Keep safe during this time of Corona. And we're gonna see you at the next Drag Rivals. Enough respect. Thanks for watching, guys.